What's up? What's up? Y'all may remember my face from back in the Gap when I was growing up in San Jacinto. Roy Tunis is my motherfucking name, SJC documentary. I know things have changed. It's 2019. Back in the Gap, I grew up with them Trevinos, grew up with them Delworths, grew up around them Savages, lived at 315 South Mississippi Street. In the hood, it was always realer than a motherfucker. I mean, they had drive-bys. You had to walk down the street with some kind of weapon on you at all times. I had a knife or a bat in my pants. I mean, stuff was just live as can be, man. I mean, you had people that was in your own community that lived in the same hood as you, and they run up in your house and kill you. It just didn't make no motherfucking sense. I mean, the shit was sad. We had people coming from Bone Hooks, East Ridge, everywhere. Everybody, SJ was like so big, and everybody wanted to come see if SJ was really about what motherfucking people said it was about. So, every time we looked up, people was always up in the hood. They was always coming around. I'm almost 40. I'm an OG now. I mean, I ain't saying I'm an original gangster. I'm an original. It's like, I lived in that area. So, shit was always real. I mean, anybody that ever thought that SJ was some hoe ass shit back in the day, it wasn't. I lost a lot of my homies in that hood. A lot of people I know done died and got killed. A lot of people that was from there done been killed. Um, but y'all know, I mean, that's how it is. One love, man. I mean, I walk up and down the streets. That was my stomping grounds. I ride my bike. I was always up on 4th Street, Independence, everywhere. 3rd and McMaster, 6th Street. I always had to watch out for the police because they're always up in our hood on Mississippi Street on the one way. Always fucking with us. We even when I was growing up, I seen a few essays do fake drive-bys and thought they were real. And I was at the park and I was like, I thought it was it. you know, uh, like we say, we had people coming from all over the motherfucking place. Hillside, we had preppy ass rich boys, and people who wasn't even from our hood wanted to come and see what SJ was about. And I mean, Amarillo was crump all over the place. Everybody, all over the world's got a hood. People got a hood everywhere you go. But this is a documentary. It was nothing ever easy. Had a cat named Hawkeye. Used to do tattoos on Mississippi Street. His house got torn down. He was shooting people up with dirty ass needles. I mean, shit was live. People robbed the bank, Amarillo National. The dude got caught, ran over to San Jacinto school, jumped on top of the school and threw a bag of money up there. That was back in the Gap when we used to go to San Jacinto school and play basketball, and they had that slide back there where the playground was, and you could run up it and take you to the door. I don't know why they took that shit out. I mean, maybe the school got broke in that way. But San Jacinto ain't never been fake. I mean, there was just I mean, you had the Sedanias. I mean, Robert Sedanias. I mean, Robert, he tried to stab me with a motherfucking knife because he couldn't box me one on one. He ran up in Glaston's house. One of my little homies named Glaston lived on Fairmount. Motherfucker ran in on me talking all this shit. Whoop de whoop whoop. I put some hands on him. He bounced off a bed and hit a wall. And next thing I know, this motherfucker chasing me with a butcher knife. I mean, shit was crazy, man. I mean, for real, there was some girls there that was on here. Tiffany Reed, All Star famous. And I had a crush on some of them, but a lot of people didn't dig me. A lot of girls didn't dig me because I was born with a deformity, which doctors gave my mom Flexeril. So all my life, people called me T-Rex or Roy Tuna Fish, but it didn't really phase me. SJC documentary. I was just like, yeah, I might have some short arms, but your mama didn't complain about that when I had her close up and I'm bing, 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 fucking the doggy style. But SJ, man, it's always been real, man. All we were really about, all we wanted to do was make money, fix our cars up, have families of our own. That's what it was about, man. Now it'll calm down. But in the 90s, SJC was realer than a motherfucker. At first, people used to call it San Jacinto Crips, and then they called it San Jacinto Cartoons, and people were trying to crack jokes. And that's where a lot of shit was getting, involved. So people started saying, everyone fixed it and said there's not a SJC, there's a SJ. So, but people know it's all love, man. There ain't no hating, man. We used to do our things. Uh, there's love all over Amarillo. But for the most part, that's how it was in SJC, man, growing up, man. People want to jack you for your shoes. I mean, the little homie Philip Dome, dude made him strip naked in front of the two, told him butt naked, take your clothes off. Give me your shoes. I mean, the shit was fucking ridiculous, the shit that was going on. And everybody was wilding out. Everybody, everything you could think of was getting jacked and stolen, or someone was getting stabbed. I mean, it was fucking crazy, man. It was crazy, bro. Some people survived through some of that bullshit, and but already 806 Amarillo, Texas. Much love. I went to Tascosa. I went to Cap Rock. I went to PD. So it was what it was. I fucked around with Frankie Bay, and she went to Cap Rock, and I love my hood, man. That's all I'm saying. Deuces, I'm out, y'all. And one.